Trekking a mild into the weekend. This will last a little bit into the work week, but we're going to see a lot of changes as we get into the rest of the week here. Still overnight, we had some pretty clear skies as a cold front dragged through the area, but didn't really notice many changes from that other than a wind shift overnight. We still ended up warmer this morning than yesterday, especially in our southern counties, where a lot of them were 20 or even more than 20 degrees warmer than Saturday morning, but we're not going to see these warmer conditions lasting into this afternoon. We'll actually switch that up, and we're going to end up cooler for the rest of our Sunday. We're only going to make it back into those upper 30s, probably seeing a lot of our southern counties breaking past 40 degrees, but again, just about 10 degrees colder than we were for Sunday. For Saturday, so still not going to be a bad idea to have those extra layers on hand. Into this evening, you can see how quickly we're going to cool down when we lose that sunshine. We'll already be back below freezing around dinner time tonight for most of us, and then we're going to get back into those upper 20s. This will really be almost identical conditions to this morning as well that we'll see really repeated again into our Monday, but by the afternoon going to be feeling a lot better here. We'll see winds shifting again out of the south. That's going to be pushing us to those mid to upper 50s, and I wouldn't be surprised if some of us near the lake even manage to get to 60 degrees on Monday, but that is all that southerly wind is just going to be ahead of our next system here. It's going to pull in a lot of moisture along with it, and that's going to lead to potential for some showers already as we get into Tuesday morning. That could linger all the way through late Thursday or even possibly into Friday at this point with some of these wintry impacts. We've seen a couple changes here over the weekend. By this point, it looks like we are going to be seeing this arrive a little bit quicker into Tuesday morning. Even yesterday, I wasn't thinking that rain was going to get here till the afternoon, but those showers could arrive by mid-morning there, and then that could be switching over to some of that wintry mix or snow already by Tuesday evening. We're going to see possibility of us cooling down a little bit faster, and like I mentioned a little bit earlier, we could see this snow lasting even longer, closer to next weekend, even as this is already going to be here by Tuesday. So certainly a multi-day system with numerous impacts expected here. We've also kind of seen this track shift a little bit. It's going to depend on where this low pressure ends up moving through, where we're going to see a lot of these precip types here. Really along that path is where we get that wintry mix, and then if we end up being north of that where that air is a little bit colder, that's where we'll have that bigger snow chance. But this is really just going to depend on if that track follows that more southerly route, so you'll want to stay with us over the next couple of days as this picture gets more clear. You can see latest run-up future track is going to be keeping us pretty clear the next couple of days. We are just going to see maybe some more clouds into Monday along with that moisture return as we're going to see those southerly winds. You can again see how much that's going to warm us up. Springfield, especially on this future track, almost at 60 degrees on Monday afternoon, and we are going to continue to hold on to that warmth a little bit Tuesday morning, actually starting out in those mid 40s on Tuesday, but that is just what's going to lead to those rain showers very early. This is by 9 a.m. in the morning on Tuesday where it's starting to kick off some of those showers across our region, but that's going to move in, become much more widespread throughout the day, and this is by Tuesday evening, just past dinner time about 7 p.m. where we're going to see that freezing line, that 32-degree mark, start to inch closer to our area. That's going to switch this over possibly. It's going to depend on really how much of the atmosphere cools to that freezing mark on if we get that snow or the wintry mix, but you want to stick with us as we're going to track that here. You can see getting into Wednesday, more of those impacts moving into mid-Missouri. These pink colors, that's the wintry mix, but this blue is the snow behind that as all of us are going to be cooling steadily into our Wednesday and Thursday. That snow continues to move in. You can see by Wednesday afternoon, this is where some of those heavy snow bands look to be moving through our area, so probably not going to be the best time for travel really almost all of the middle of the week. Even into Thursday morning here, you can see how much of that snow is still going to be left over behind this system as we're going to get hit by the backside of this by some more of those heavy snow bands possibly, but by the time this is getting out of here, we're still going to see by late Thursday night and into very early Friday morning. This is right at midnight into Friday, still seeing some of those light snow showers possibly, but at this point it's the cold we're going to have to worry about, as many of us will be close or even below zero with these temperatures. Wind chills going to be dipping well into those negatives by that point, so we will definitely want to be cautious Friday morning. This particular model wants to push a lot of us into those negatives, so we're going to want to be cautious. That's really that main impact that we're going to see, is those bitter cold temperatures behind this, but also those snow accumulations, and we're still again going to be watching that potential for ice depending on how much of that wintry mix we get. But again, multiple day impacts from this. It's going to be starting Tuesday morning and again could be lasting all the way through Friday, so be sure you're staying weather aware this week and try to get some time outdoors these next couple of days before that arrives.